This third accelerator, for all of us that are running our own businesses on our own, whether we have a job at the same time, but if you have your own business, it takes a lot of energy, yes? For sure, it takes energy to be successful in your business. So just take a moment, close your eyes, think about your life. And I want you to think about all of the things that you have that are unfinished. Think about the pile of papers on your desk, the files that are waiting to get to you. Think about all those emails waiting to be answered. Think about that other pile of books that haven't been read and magazines. All of the crap that's up in the closet, the garage. All of the unfinished projects, the things you've promised people, the phone calls you haven't returned. How's your energy doing right now? Going up or down? It's going down. It's a bummer when you start thinking about all those incomplete things. Why? Because every one of them is a cycle. It's like a circle. So when somebody phones and you say, I'll send you some information, it's like it opens the door, right? And until you send that information, it doesn't close. So the energy leaks out, and it sucks your energy. And the vast majority of people, because our lives have so much going on these days, especially when we're entrepreneurs, we got so many open cycles that our energy is completely sucked right away. And then we wonder why we can't get up early or have the energy to get out and make that call or do whatever. And so our lives are kind of like that, right? How many got a desk that looks like that? Yeah. Or, somewhere in our house there's piles and so on. So this principle I'm going to teach you now, it's absolutely crucial to your success, and that is accelerator number 3. It's called cleanups, completions, and deletions. Get rid of the clutter. So let's talk about them separately. And that'll boost your energy. Let's talk about them separately. So a cleanup, there could be both at the same time, but in general, a cleanup is a mess. It's a closet that needs to be cleaned out. It's you look out the window and you see the windows are streaked, or the floor needs to be washed, or the carpets need to be cleaned, or your couch. Okay, how many people need to clean out your car? For those that work in your cars, for sure, like driving around and so on. There's all sorts of cleanups that need to be done. And think of what it's like when you go into the kitchen, it's just a disaster, and you clean it all up. What happens to your energy? It goes up, right? Every time you close one of those cycles, you get energy. This principle will bring you energy. The same with your completions. So completions are things you've started that you haven't finished. Things you've opened and haven't closed. They're books that are sitting there waiting for you to be read. They're income taxes that need to be done. They're all sorts of unfinished projects that are sitting there. The emails that are sitting in your inbox, I would call those completions. Right? These are everywhere you look, there's incompletions in your life, and they're dragging you down. And the third one is deletions. And this has become increasingly important as we get into this consumer society where we just get stuff coming in. How many have new stuff coming into your house all the time? Especially if you have kids, right? Guess what? If it's not going out at the same rate, if you're not getting rid of stuff at the same rate it's coming in, then it's starting to back up like a dam, and you're going to get flooded and drowned by all the crap. I live over in Deep Cove. We've got a fantastic home on a beautiful street looking over the water. On every house on our street has a 2-car garage. You know what's interesting? Nobody parks in their garage. Why is that? Because they're full of crap. That's why. They got their kids' skates from when they were 14, and their kids graduated from university. Right? They got bags of hockey gear and tons and tons of stuff. So you need to get rid of these things and clean them all up, around the completions. I remember being presenting this concept one time, and we were trying to do a contest to see sort of who had the longest standing completion. And this woman goes, I do. And I said, what is it? She said, the kitchen renovation. And I went, really? What's going on? She said, well, I'm still living in a kitchen with a plywood floor. I went, how long's it been? She went, 18 years. It's like, okay, you win. You can have it, right? So you want to start getting rid of these things and tidying things up. And you know, when we have new members come into our program, it's one of the things we emphasize. It's really simple, but we actually we give them some tools and show them how to get on top of their clutter and how to reclaim that energy. And you'd be stunned. They become different people as they start to get out from under all that clutter. And you can too. It takes a bit of a strategy, but I'll tell you what, decluttering is crucially important to your success. And when you get it, isn't that like a breath of fresh air to have everything in place? You'll never, ever build momentum and have peace in your life if you don't take care of the details. And again, surprise, surprise, a lot about saying no to things. A lot about getting rid of things. So, to wrap it up, give yourself a high five. I am a cleanup and completion machine.